What's up, Ranger fans? It's your boy Steve Cardenas, aka Rocky the Red Power Ranger, and you are listening to The Power Chamber. Morphin' time.
Alpha 37 online. Welcome, buddies, to the Power Chamber. Teleporting hosts now.
Hey buddies, it's Morphin' time. Welcome to part 3 of our 30 Years of Green celebration here on the Power Chamber, live on YouTube. I am, of course, the Hey Buddy Black Ranger, Rob Buck. And yeah, we are delving into part 3 of Green with Evil, The Rescue. Originally airing October 7th, 1993. This is an ongoing project for me. We are rewatching the episodes 30 years to the date that they aired, and yeah, I'm having fun with this. Couple quick little things I'm excited about. Looks like I'm going solo for this one, as I did yesterday, but that's okay. This is about Jason still missing from the team, isolated in the dark dimension. YouTube just decided to notify me of something. Okay. So I'll be going it solo today, but tomorrow I will be joined by a friend of the show, Nathan Marchand, and for the first time ever, our good buddy Joe, who has a little bit of a bone to pick with one Tommy Oliver. And so our part 1 rewatch, I love a good friendly debate, so I very quickly asked Joe to hop on. So Joe and Nate will be joining us tomorrow, and Monday for our grand finale, part 5. I got some very, very exciting guests that I can't wait to talk to. I'm really excited about that. But yeah, part 3. The team has gone through a lot. Part 2 ended with even more desperation. I talked about how they had to escalate a fight and launch a Megazord attack while Tommy was still human sized, because they could not beat him. So I'm excited to see where this ends up. Obviously, I am again using the official Power Ranger YouTube channel's video, because thankfully they decided to air all the episodes on YouTube. I'm actually going to pop over here. I'm actually going to post the link here. So if you're joining us afterwards, you could follow the link in the chat. So that's this, and a bit of that, and also, if you have Netflix, more power to you. But then you miss out on the funny captions that you get with YouTube's auto-generating closed captioning. So check the live chat. I am sending that out there, and we can pop that on screen. See, so you just click that, and you'll be able to follow along with us. Go ahead and bring your episode all the way up to the zeros and hit pause. Give everyone a moment to get situated. Send it out, letting people know we're live. And yeah, I'm having fun with this, even when it's just me talking to myself. I've loved Power Rangers since I can remember loving Power Rangers. Um, since we're pretty much the same age. I am only 2 years older than Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, um, which brings me an interesting topic conversation. Maybe I'll bring it back up um, with Nate and Joe tomorrow. Um, Conversation I have with a coworker of mine at work today, where Power Rangers, you can go to anybody that you know and confidently say, "Oh, I watch Batman. I read Batman comics. Oh, I still watch Transformers." And no one bats an eye, but for some of us, it's still a bit of a hesitation to say, "I still I still watch Power Rangers." Um, and yeah, it's associated with cheese. It's associated with being a kid show. Yes. But I asked him, and this kid is 7 years younger than me. I'm getting old. Um, and I asked him, I was like, why do you think that is? Why do you think that you flinch at the idea of telling someone that you like Power Rangers? And what he said to me was, excuse me. What he said to me was, I didn't even know it was still on. Which, I mean, you can blame advertising, you can blame people getting older, not watching the market that Power Rangers is marketed to. Um, but also the fact that all the nostalgia is for Mighty Morphin, which deserved, yes. Um, but Power Rangers is a unique show in that it's uh, anthology based. You can pick a season outside of the first six and not need to worry about what came before it for the most part. So uh, it it you can grow attached to a season and say these were my Power Rangers, similar to Doctor Who, where you can uh, say this was my Doctor. This is when I primarily watch the show. But Power Rangers, whenever you go somewhere else and pick up a comic book, it's always associated with Mighty Morphin. Um, and so I'm very curious as to the 40th anniversary, the 50th anniversary, where people will remember Power Rangers and how it'll be taken. Um, but enough about that. I am going to go ahead and start this rewatch. This will probably be another short episode, just like yesterday. Um, we're going to go ahead here and cue it up. All right, so we're at the 000. And we are going to press play. I'm using my phone for this one, um, just so I can keep an eye on things with y'all. All right. And we're going to press play in 3, 2, 1, play. The classic intro. It really does the it's redundant when you're binging all these episodes. You're like, I get it, 10,000 years, I'm free. It's time to conquer Earth. But a daily, let alone a weekly show, it's good to onboard people that might just come across the show for the first time. Stanley said every comic book is someone's first comic book. So this is And then we have a slight spoiler in that, and I gotta see if part two had shown it too. Putting Tommy in the credits when the most you do is put Bulk and Skull in the credits is, I don't know if I'd put him in yet. Um, but here we have Goldar, and Goldar clearly had seen Jason. Jason escapes and dives into the fog that is as thick as you need it to be. And now Goldar is hunting Jason. Um, it's basic tension-filled, suspenseful, but for a kid, this is the same as maybe a Zodiac or a high tense horror movie. Um, and now, out of nowhere, we are unleashing the terrifying uh, Mushroom Kingdom here with a nice big boulder to introduce our newest femme fatale, Scorpina, um, or for you Sentai fans, Lami, Goldar's wife, or Grifferzor's wife, rather. Um, what an intro to this character. And you could think the whole time that this is a one-off, that this is going to be a one and done. And she becomes such a part of the team um, after this entire 5 part. Um, here we are at the command center. Finally got the control panels put back. Still no Zordon. This Billy's doing his best. The girls are trying to find him, and Zach is struggling as a leader. Oh, horrors are done. And this is, they have to divide their resources. Jason's missing, Zordon's missing, and you can't uh, they can't die they can't put all their resources into finding one of them. Um, you see the struggle without Zordon, and then the struggle without their leader, who is currently in a bright red outfit, right, right underneath Goldar. The fact that Goldar can see that, it's fine. Um, oh, yeah, your heart starts racing a bit for Jason at this. Um, I'll be merciful. And now Jason's had enough. This is a fight for his life, and he is not going to just lay down and die. Um, this is his test. This is the ultimate test of, I need to prove that I'm more than the powers. And it's going to be a rough one. um, have to remind everyone that Bulk and Skull are here. Good on Ernie. I just just watching. I'm sorry, Ernie, but
That's assault, brother.
I was running to and bumping into Tommy. As a matter of fact, I wanted before after school. You never showed. What you do best is naked. YouTube auto-generated captions. If you can hear anything, it's because someone decided to take a shower in my basement. I can hear everything. So, Power Chamber has thin walls, ladies and gentlemen. Zach looking to help Kim track down Tommy. Tommy has been acting weird. And it's blatantly obvious to us, the audience, even if we didn't know that that was the Green Ranger. He's acting weird. And, let's see. Attack. If anyone's played The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom lately, yeah, this is giving me some memories that Tommy is Zelda right now. No spoilers for the game. I'm not finished with it. As we see Kim and Zach fighting massive putties and Tommy just kind of walking. These fights were not always the best, but they definitely grab your attention, especially when you have ADHD like me. Nice front flip. And no one's noticing Evil Tommy, just watching the show. That's nice corkscrew. We're speeding up a bit because we have time to kill. So the fight music was always great too. In these shows, Ron Wasserman did a really great job with it. Here we have Kim just. Hey, you okay? You okay? Oh, Tommy's gone. Okay, let's assume that we don't know Tommy's the Green Ranger. They're talking about the putties didn't attack him. They're like 30 feet away. He's not. With how weird he's acting, he probably booked it, guys. Like, and Tommy's already morphed in the dark dimension. To his end, and Goldar just pimps out. Round 3. Man, that's a cold line as a kid. You know, Rita's evil, yeah, and so am I. You know, just the cheese of these shows to be. They do very little to show you evil's point of view with this, and why they think they're justified. But it's great when they embrace it.
It's a shrine court.
And there we go. This fight is tense. JDF is in fact in the suit doing all these moves. I don't want to fight you. Because if you're truly a ranger, then you'd be on Zordon's side and not Rita's. And so confident that he destroyed Zordon, saying Zordon's a memory. And Jason is. They have ramped up and built up Tommy to the point where the Rangers had to use the Megazord. That now, when Goldar's taken out of the picture, we're already worried about Jason. Now Goldar's gone. The Green Ranger's in. Jason is not able to morph. That would be my phone vibrating. And yeah, now for all intents and purposes, Jason could die right now. As we're trying to get a lock on Jason. It's over. And we have the best sword in this show, the Sword of Darkness. So we cut to a commercial. I got YouTube Premium, so I don't have to worry about that. But the suspense is breaking my circuit. Just and he's gone. Oh, that was so close. And it's not a full victory. Zordon is still missing, but he's gone. Zordon's gone, but Jason is back. And so the team we can muster all of our resources and focus them all on Zordon now. Which, if you notice, once Jason is found, then they can get a lock on Zordon. Now, Tommy's in the dark dimension in timeout. Rita has put him in timeout. I just love the. Oh, Tommy said you never shut up. Huh. That's weird. Moving on. He's one mean fighter. You couldn't tell that before, after the first fight. Now we have an attack on the city. Again, the cruelty of leaving the viewing globe untouched after destroying the command center. Got to take a drink for the working man. Don't judge. It's great ASMR, right? And it's morphin' time. Saber-tooth tiger, Tyrannosaurus, to sync up your time codes just a little bit. As the Rangers, a full team once again, heading into battle, and Scorpina coming in really hot with a putty patrol. Here we have some classic Green Ranger fights, which I miss. Especially going into season 2 when you have to use a lot more made footage for Power Rangers because you're not changing the suits. These fights were a bit bigger in scale. And here comes Scorpina versus Jason. Boom. Done. And Rita just being very, very petty. Do you think Scorpina is prettier than me? And, Scorpina and Goldar having a fight like this. It's one of the few hints we get to a relationship between these two. As they reminisce about Green Ranger giving them the business. And they're all just fighting amongst themselves. This part of the saga is you definitely get more of an inside look into the inner workings of Rita's operation. And now we have the plan for our next episode, where we're going to catch excuse me, we're going to catch the Megazord in a solar eclipse. And now we've given JDF a closed set to do a full kata in the suit, get used to it, and we can just film it. And it's perfect. And it goes along with Barai in Green Ranger not being able to be there all the time. I'll be waiting to cross the Power Rangers. This is just formulating a plan. Like I said, now that Jason's back, we can focus on finding Zordon. It sounds like we've got a hold of Zordon right now. And it's so close, and they're make my bulldog. That's funny. Just gotta turn the brightness up on my phone. Goldar is now being made giant size, and right when they're about to have Zordon back, Goldar comes in. Just leveling buildings. And we're not told this is the abandoned building district. There are people dying because the Rangers are not there. As we get the to be continued, wrapping up part 3 of Green with Evil. Our team is back together, but again, the lack of Zordon is really hurting them. But this is giving them hope. Being able to concentrate resources to finding Zordon, there's a little bit of hope in the bad luck, the string of bad events that have been happening in this show for the past 2 episodes. We're getting just a little better, but the tension is still there, because the best thing we can do is get Jason back. And even with Jason back, we can't fight Scorpina on a full-on battle. Goldar is destroying the city. Green Ranger almost killed everyone. This is, as a kid, this had to be the most exciting week if you were a diehard Power Ranger fan. Even as an adult, like, you see the building blocks of a story there. And it makes you want to see the next one. Like, I want to jump in to part 4, but I'm gonna table that for tomorrow. When I have my friends here, no one pods alone, and yeah, things are starting to look up for the team. We just have to keep the momentum going. But if you've watched this show before, this is we're at the cusp of stuff finally going right, and it's going to get taken away from us just for a little while longer. But I cannot wait to just have a big old discussion this and the last one were short. I'm by myself. It's very hard to talk to myself. It's not that hard, but I imagine it's not that entertaining right now. But tomorrow and Monday, as we look at part 4 and part 5, respectively, we're going to get we're going to have some fun with these, and this is all leading up to hopefully soon we're going to be covering season 2 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers on the Power Chamber proper, where you can listen to us on all podcast platforms except for Apple Music, because they don't like our fucking language. Ooh, an F-bomb. I just...
Looks like your show has just been canceled.
But for now, I am going to go rest my voice because I can already hear the cracking. And I'm gonna start getting stuff together for part 4 of our 30 years of Green, looking back at Green with Evil. So check us out tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully I can get a reminder going out again for that. And yeah, I can't wait to have a discussion and, you know, get to the nitty gritty of these last 2 parts. So I've been the Hey Buddy Black Ranger, Rob Buck. Thank you for joining me on another edition of the Power Chamber Live. Look forward to seeing you again. Take care, and may the power protect you.
The Power Chamber is a proud member of the Hey Buddy Podcast Network. Please visit HeyBuddy.com to find links to all of our social media, as well as our official merchandise store, HeyBuddy.myspreadshop.com. Remember, that's Hey with a YYY. The Power Chamber has no affiliation with Hasbro or Saban Entertainment. All clips belong to their respective owners.